Hello, everyone. Lithium Fox here. We are here with the Mirai IndyCar program with Reska Kioso, with special guests Jordan and Frisky Frankie, because Frankie's too busy building or getting his PC up and running to actually join us today.
Hello.
Well, I am joining you, just as a crew chief and not as a driver.
Anyways, hi Reska, welcome in.
I think you still have two mics on, by the way.
Yes, you
I
are
do.
slightly echoey.
I do still have two mics on.
Frisky Frankie here, femboy, race
You're
queen,
not streaming.
crew chief, VTuber.
You didn't even let Reska do his intro. Come on.
Go ahead.
I
Reska.
said hi, and that's the extent of what I was going to say. But I was going to say thank you, Riley, for now 9 months of subscription and a 5 stream streak that should have been 100 if it weren't for mysteriously losing the streak. I don't know how that happened still. I really don't know why it disappeared. And Tombstone, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was Halo? And Zero with the 3 stream streak as well. So much admin to catch up on the start here, but thank you, everyone. Frankie,
way,
you posted the meme even though you're not racing Detroit. I'm glad it still made it.
He was explicitly
It's
looking for the
still
meme.
applicable though,
This is true.
because I'll be crew chiefing at Detroit.
Do you know where you got the high quality template of that? Because I was gonna actually make a take him to Thruxton.
I made it myself.
Damn it.
I took a screenshot of a high quality video of that scene from Kentucky Fried Movie.
That is what I was realizing I would have to do. At that point, I decided it wasn't worth it.
I may still have like the 2 individual pictures that make up that though. Because the Take'em 2 was me adding that in Photoshop. So all you really need is the 2 screenshots of that scene, which I may or may not have. I'll check for you.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a very interesting stream for me.
Let's rebuild the team morale from after Mario Party.
I was fine after it. I won.
I am not. I'm still feeling cheated out of a win. That was mine. That was mine.
That was hilarious.
But Jordan, you got
It's
Dairy
okay.
Queen.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, but he didn't finish the Dairy Queen.
Next time we'll use the esports rules. Yes, everyone, Mario Party has esports rules. It's called Pro Mode or something.
Can't wait to play as Will Stearns in Mario Party.
Okay. I don't know how to get back to everything. Hold on.
You know what's
I've also-
actually funny with?
What?
Even more funny than you winning are the bullshit. When we went to the Apple store the next day.
That was hilarious simply because of the fact that you got like the guy was like that was so funny. There was a guy there. Okay, so basically we went to the Apple store and Jordan started looking at the Apple Vision Pro.
They don't have
'Cause
one
why
in
not?
my local Apple store, right?
Yeah, of course not. So while we're there, another Apple employee comes right up to him and is just like, hey there, and gives him like a big old firm handshake. And he's like, yeah, don't you remember me? And of course, Jordan's like, what? And he's like, yeah, we used to work at the Best Buy down the road. And I'm like, I immediately am like, oh, he's not from Canada. And I just thought that was the funniest shit. You guys can't hear it on. Oh no! What is that? Seriously?
No, we have
it's
to
'cause it's
repeat
muted.
everything we said previously.
Well, what's the point of me doing an intro if no one can be heard? God damn it! Well, at least they were heard on everybody else's side. Well,
You know, my
anyways,
non-existent side.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a re-intro. We have the cute femboy, a cat boy who should change to an orange cat now, and space British.
Frisky Frankie here, femboy, race queen, crew chiefing VTuber. I am crew chiefing for everyone. My rig is, my rig is set up, my PC is set up, but what isn't set up is the software and settings
You need
side.
like a little headset like mine for when you're crew chiefing.
I like how Reska looks so baked out of his mind right now.
You know, I should get sponsored by.
These.
You're funny. I should get sponsored. I should get sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Dare Queen. Dare Queen. Okay, what button should I make this? I feel like that should be
Dairy Tarquini.
I'm leaving this VC. See everyone on stream where.
Bye.
Oh yeah, she left. Lol. Oh, he's back. Is he?
Hi.
I'm not. I will say it to everyone in chat. There was an entire week of Whiff and Reska just making these dumb puns. The entire week. Whenever they were with each other, they would make some dumb pun. It was... At least in a VC, you can mute them. You can't do that in real life.
I think it's better that you can't do it in real life.
It's like when Frankie did the stretching and somebody kept redeeming it during Indy 500. I just walked out. I just went
We're
to the
pretty sure-
fucking store.
Pretty sure D redeemed it, and maybe Mentos as well during the Mario.
There was a
Party.
chain reaction of redeems.
Yes, because people like to hear me suffer, apparently.
All right. Do we?
I should have bought you a can of WD-40 while I was out. I should have got that at the store.
With the Lola brand.
You would not have
drink.
been able to take that back with you.
No,
Well, it depends. What if you
it's
get
a meme.
a WD-40 bottle that's small and less than 150 milliliters or whatever the magic number is?
I didn't moan. Do you mean I moaned? I did not moan.
I can't believe you were moaning so much while we were there.
I mean,
did
Jordan
not
probably
moan at
moaned
all.
about losing a Mario Party, but that's a different kind of moan.
Yeah, I also moaned in the car coming back from the convention on the Friday because I kept hitting my head off the fucking roof of the car. And just the morons on the road.
Gotta
Sorry, I am
add that
eating
thing.
gummy bears.
Is it the golden bears?
Yes,
The
the
golden
Haribo
packet.
gold bears.
The one which you kept trying to feed us.
2 registered. That's interesting sign.
What was your
With how
guys'
many minutes to go?
Many, but still.
Okay.
I guess they're all in the previous race, so it's probably fine.
What was your guys' favorite part of the trip?
Mm.
Dairy Queen? No.
Oh. Okay. Ow. Ow.
Ow.
Ow.
I have tripped over like 2 tables and a couch.
Tonight on Mariah Gear, Jordan gets Dairy Queen.
I get lost in the mall.
Frankie gets accused of cheating. And Sol rages her brains out.
Rage crashes out. I still find it funny the steakhouse dinner. Like we had like an actual like Mirai business
Oops.
talk thing.
Damn it.
No, it didn't start out that way. It just ended
Yeah.
up that way.
And it was partly because, hey, if we talk about this, we sound like we are business people.
We
That was why I
you
did
literally
that,
said
yes.
that.
Yeah.
What's the
literally
track
said
temp,
that.
Ruska?
The track temp is 50 degrees Celsius. Hello, Yeens and
That
Beans
is spicy
Studios.
hot.
That was indeed a wall. I'm surprised the first wall hit sent me so strongly into the other wall, but apparently that happened.
You should still be able to exit pit lane flat out, though.
It seems, yeah, doable.
Okay. I have this done correctly.
According to Hamilton Akabuizi, 6 and 1
Akabuizi?
bars is suitable.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm
Akabuizi?
gonna try and follow that for sake of keeping my right rear in check. But I feel like I'm gonna eat the right front instead. But we'll see.
The Marine IndyCar program.
I thought we left that in Canada.
No, I told you it got stronger in Canada. Did you not listen to
God
when
damn
I
it.
explained expressly in Canada that it got stronger in Canada?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear you. I had my AirPods in.
You did have your AirPods
Ruska,
plugged in like
you
90% of the time we were there.
You were
yes.
speeding in the pits, Ruska.
I also had an unsafe pit entrance, Frankie.
I like my music. What can I say?
So yes, you need to be above that comb.
I mean,
Later on the
I
apron.
know, but I just died anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I ended up in the lane. That's not a shortcut, yes. I will now try and
I wouldn't
actually
I
drive. It's just so
Have a good
tempting
race.
to go down to the apron. I love it.
While I'm doing stuff, I'm gonna run ads.
Have a
Okay.
good race. I am hopefully be there in time for Belle Isle. I have done some practice. Yes, I know.
Oh, you're
That's a
doing
big shocker.
IIS?
Yes.
Good
Okay.
luck.
Good
Did you
luck,
use
indeed.
did you use the setup I put in the folder, or do you have setup anyway?
The Heimel setup,
Okay, cool.
which I did a few laps with.
I hear
on
that
the
is
edge.
good.
But I shall see you in a bit. Fingers crossed I'm back in time for
Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay, see you soon.
Hey there, Kohai.
Oh, we got a Kohai.
Hi, Kohai.
Hi, Kohai.
Oh no, apron.
Yes, don't touch it.
Oh, the ball.
Well, typically you don't want to run like the lowest line in the corners unless you're attempting to pass someone.
Or defend your lead,
Perhaps, yes.
because this is a pack race.
No, it is not.
Yay.
With this track temp, no, it's not. It might begin as a pack race, but with this track temp, tire wear will definitely be a factor, and at the end of a green flag stint, it is definitely going to string out a lot.
I sure hope so.
That's how it's always been here at Fontana with these track temps. I have no reason to believe otherwise. So later on in the run, it would be better off. You would definitely be better off making passes running the top line.
Interesting.
I like with these track temps and conditions.
Yeah.
I make the majority of my passes running the high to top line. Because you just get the exit speed out of 2 and 4 anyways.
I was woken up from a nap from the sound of sim racing dorks. Did you just have one of our Twitch pages open? And
That
it
would
just
be
autoplay.
amazing, actually.
Hello, Sam Winton. I'm crew chiefing, even though I am crew chiefing off of a stream, which is probably not ideal.
I mean, you can.
Because I am also, I mean, I can.
Oh, you're
but
setting things up on you.
I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
I still haven't transferred my OBS settings over. By the way, when I import export OBS settings, does that also import like, you know, the actual settings like what I have set up in like video, audio, whatever? What's it?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. So I don't have to mess
At
with,
least those. Like, it might not do everything in the settings page, but the stuff related to like your streaming and encoding and stuff, it at
and
least does
whatever.
that, because that's tied to your profile, and you could have multiple profiles. Like, I've got like 10
Ah,
because I'm messy as fuck. I don't use any of them.
You're hitting the rev limiter, Ruska.
I know, but we're about to go into the corner.
This is one of those tracks where it is very easy to fuel save as well.
One of those, yeah. I saw Ohei did like a massive save in one of the races. I need to look up what number that was so that I know it's possible.
This is oval fixed, right? So this is still going to be a one stopper.
Yeah, but it was an early caution, like lap 13 or something. I think I
yes,
saved
okay.
all the way to the end from there. Or I think it was 13. It might have been 14.
Anything else I need mapped?
One of those.
Hi lag.
Hi.
Oh, also hi Sam. I don't know if I said hi. I'm on painkillers.
Still there, hold your line. Clear inside.
Hey, lag.
How are you?
How old is this scan of Fontana?
Quite a bit, if I recall.
It's
Would
not
they
from
still
this
do-
year.
Would they still do, like, art updates to this? Since it,
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
it is no longer a thing.
Oh yeah, that's actually well. That's a good question.
Unlikely. In theory,
Yeah,
they
so-
could based off of old photos and whatever, but I'm not sure there's a precedent for updating a track that's been, demolished.
Decommissioned.
The exception, of course, being the very existence of North Wilkesboro 1987.
They might do it just because people would want it.
Yeah, because like if
And
you
they
if you
might do
update
it-
this as a historical bit of content rather than a current bit of content, like North Wilkesboro,
Well, like,
then
cause like they're gonna want to actually, Reska. Now that I think about it.
Ooh.
You know why?
why? Whoa. Why?
They still have Gen 4 coming. Gen 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only reason. Gen 4 throws a wrench into it because it's like one of those ones where it's like it's modern enough that people would want it, but they're easy enough to drive, but it's like pre-next gen, you know what I mean?
I think that well.
But it's not like
I'm interested to see how they compare to the current Gen 4 we have, which isn't one I know, but because that thing when I picked that thing up for the Charlotte 600 I did a while back, I was like, holy shit, this is hard compared to the next gen.
cool.
Fontana is an important historical venue. It is
Yeah,
very important
it-
to the kart history.
It would be very sad if this were to like just end up being decommissioned as old content, like some layouts currently are being. It would be a long way off anyway, because like this track is fine, I think, quality.
Roger Penske built this track for IndyCar racing, for kart IndyCar racing, as one of the 5 big 500-mile events of the year.
How many are there on the current calendar?
There is only one 500-mile race on the current calendar. It wasn't that far. It wasn't that long. That far long ago that IndyCar had like the triple crown 500-mile races. They had a Indy, Pocono, and Fontana as the three back in like 2015, 2016. But alas, we only have Indy now.
I guess my perspective is like, okay, let me put it in more succinct manner. Gen 4 is NR 2003.
I'm just not sure
Yes.
what you think they would do to this track for Gen 4.
Nothing, but they would upgrade the track to at least fit their basic modeling procedures,
Still
I would
there,
imagine.
inside. Clear.
So like, I don't think they'll do like a full like rebuild of everything, but
Yeah.
I think they'd add like the 3D fencing and, you know,
Just an art
basics.
update.
A small art
Stay low,
update.
there is a car on
Small
the
art
right
update.
side.
Like make
Clear
actual
outside if you
lights.
want it. Car
Have to get to
inside.
used to new button layout.
Clear.
Yes, Ruska. Liv is test driving your new wheel.
My new wheel.
It is, as far as Frankie is concerned, your wheel. So
Unless you want to take the other wheel, Ruska.
I don't have either of those wheels. And nor am I in Canada.
well, I'm not in Canada either.
Yeah, but you do have those wheels. In fact, yeah, I don't have either of those wheels, and I'm not in the USA. There we go.
But I can always bring them to you, Raska.
Potentially.
Okay, if I don't die first, I could bring
That's
them to
not
you.
what I was implying.
Outside.
And
Wait,
you
this
know
is how
that.
y'all drive this car?
What do you mean?
Clear.
Oh, with a with a Formula rim?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
how y'all drive this fucking car?
Have you had a
Yes.
Formula rim at all before?
No.
Oh wow. You're gonna have loads
Liv
of
has-
buttons.
Liv has been using, what was it? The Thrustmaster Sparko replica,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of a honker, if I'm being honest.
It is Kosaka Honoka, yeah.
This is like easy.
Yes, that's why
What the
pe-
fuck?
people
Why
typically use these sorts of wheels.
Like, this is like, oh yeah, I'm not fighting the entire wheel. Like I haven't changed my force feedback at all since the last time I did IndyCar, right? So when
That's
we were
why
doing
all
Indianapolis-
modern race cars have trended towards the Formula style wheel. Even in GT cars
Yeah.
and prototypes.
Yeah, the buttons are like right there. I
Yep.
can do weight jacker adjustments because I
Yep.
added a weight jacker button. I also changed the this thing to do modes, so I can do that. Which
Are
is
you
kinda
using
nice.
are you using the rotary for the weight jacker, or are you using the rotary for the row bars?
Map? Engine map.
You've got a rotary for the map, okay, and
I
a rotary
should-
for the brake bias, I assume.
I actually, no, you know, you're right. I actually should make that I should make the map a button because there's not enough rotaries on. Because there's only two.
You have the
rotaries.
hat switch, right? Do you know what I use the hat switch for? I use the hat switch. So the rotary on the hat switch I use for scrolling through the black boxes, and then I use the hat switch up, down, left, right to move between the options in the black
Yeah,
boxes.
that's what I have it set to.
Okay.
Outside.
It's like weird because you don't want it to click. Because if you click it while moving it up and down, it like it
Outside,
presses
clear.
it, which is weird.
Oh, it shouldn't do that. If you just like press center without moving the joystick, that you could find that as like the selector button.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
like I found that wait.
I believe,
have
Sam,
not-
that it does have thumb encoders.
I have
Two of
thumb
them.
encoders. No,
No?
Car
No.
outside.
this is okay. Sam, this is the Formula Sport USB
Clear outside if you want it.
Classic. Formula Sport Classic.
Cube controls.
Cube controls.
Yes. So it does not have thumb controls, which would be nice. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Clear inside.
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't have the second clutch either, and it only has 2 encoders, not 4.
I see, yes.
Oops.
Car looks fine. No damage to
But
report.
it does make me want a proper wheel. Because like having buttons on the wheel is like, oh, I don't have to take my hands off the wheel to do basic shit. Also,
Yeah,
the smaller wheel is kind of nice because like
Yeah, it is kind of nice. It is it helps, you know, it helps you react a bit faster, I suppose, and you feel more of it, the feedback, the smaller the wheel is. But yes, it is 282 millimeters diameter compared to Lyft's old wheel, which I believe is 310 millimeter.
Correct.
Car outside.
IIS is at
so
9
yes,
p.m. Jordan in our time zone.
Still there. Hold
Cube
your line.
controls the wheel that Lyft is using right now. It is no longer being sold by Cube Controls. They have a replacement
The F
product,
core, I believe.
the F Core, which does come with thumb encoders, I think. Perhaps. Yes.
It also has Bluetooth capabilities.
Yes, I bought the I that wheel I bought like 4 years ago, I believe. Barely used it because I pretty much almost instantly decided I needed thumb encoders and a screen on my wheel, so I bought the CSX2. So yeah, it's near mint condition essentially.
This is Reska's wheel, though.
Car outside.
Yes, you're breaking it in for Reska.
Clear up top.
Well, I also found out that it doesn't have any calibration software.
No, you don't really need calibration for like buttons or any of that. Not really. I mean,
Yeah, it's just the wheel.
even the CSX2 that I have doesn't have any calibration software. I'm sure there's like, I know the newest one, the CSX3, does have like a software suite, but these the ones we're using right now don't really need calibration, because what's there to calibrate, really?
The one thing I do wish is that I do wish it had like a few more encoders.
Yeah.
Like even without the thumb encoders, like having the bottom ones would be kind of nice, and if you could like lock them to like set steps on them, you know.
Car outside.
This just feels weird. Like I barely have to turn. What the fuck is
Still
this?
there. Hold your line.
It's a smaller wheel.
Clear outside if you want it.
Could you imagine me at IndyCar with a Formula wheel?
Car outside.
Could you imagine using the Momo Mod 27
Sorry, I'm
wheel?
at Indy 500.
Three wide. Clear.
I could.
Because
I
that
get-
wheel is even smaller. It's only 270 millimeters.
Mm.
Hey
That's
there,
why it's called the Mod 27.
hey there, below zero on YouTube. Welcome in.
Pit box in 10.
Just in
might need
practice
to
right
get some
now for
water here
this
soon.
auto club race, and we will be doing Detroit
3,
later on
1.
in a couple hours or so. Too far
Yeah,
forward.
I
Whoops.
actually really like this. What the fuck?
270 is becoming less common though. I think this year was
It was
IndyCar
more
themselves
common
moved away
in
from it.
the junior categories, I'm sure.
Yeah,
What's
it's probably
common
still
now?
common there. Anything bigger.
270 millimeter diameter wheels.
Wait, I thought you just said 270 is less common.
I believe
Well,
so.
yes, but it's more common in like the junior categories.
Okay, but what's more common now is what I was
Anything
asking.
bigger
Was
than
there-
that.
Oh, okay.
280 and above.
Okay. So they went and got smaller wheels, then got bigger wheels, I guess.
Kinda.
Well, for IndyCar at least, and F1, I suppose. Back in the 90s, 270 was like a very common diameter.
This is
Because
neat.
they actually used the Momo Mod 27C as
Meow.
you know
Meow.
meow as the wheel. Oh, okay, bye. As the wheel in the F1 and Indy cars. So yes, Liv, the Momo wheel you have is an actual F1 IndyCar wheel.
Yeah. I just think that's neat.
Hello, James the Werewolf. You're
Oh.
in some of our practice session. That's cool. And also, Riley, thank you for some practice fighting there. That was fun.
You know what I appreciate though? Having fucking buttons.
Yes.
Oh,
Buttons.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
What happened?
God, what happened there? Why did my car do that?
Oh, did your car hit the inside wall and bounce backwards or something?
Frankie, do you want to look at my stream really fast?
Sure, I will do that.
Let me know when you got it up.
Wait, what? Why does my follow channels show no one live when I know that it's not true?
Ooh, Frankie.
I'm looking right now. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Just set
Yes,
your
Liff, I see. All 4 wheel tethers failed.
What happened?
Not only that, my car launched backwards.
What
Yes,
happened?
remember that? Remember the league race in Horizon when I got disqualified because my car
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that
hit the
happened.
inside wall, bounced backwards.
Way weirder than that.
What happened?
Oh God. Okay, so what happened? Okay, Rascal, hold on. So what happened was, is I hit a wall,
You didn't exit the pit safely.
and
You had to go
the
through the pit without stopping.
car exploded.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like to the point that it literally made a like
It made a tornado.
comedical. It made a comedical. What do you call it? Mach 5 noise.
Wow.
You broke the sound barrier.
I was a Beyblade. I was a literal Beyblade. This is hilarious.
You were the Tasmanian devil.
One of my tires is a ghost over there.
All 4 wheels
Exploded.
came off of Lift's car.
That's
I'm
crazy.
saving that replay. That is the funniest. Yeah, the noise, right? It literally sounds like a. It sounds like a like when one of those like really strengthened. What do you call those? It's the wires, like the bridge type wires. It sounded like one of those snapping.
Oh my god, I've had a redeem that I never get, and I have no reason to refuse it. Asa has redeemed start from the back.
Oh no!
Well, at least it's a
Asa.
track where you can get to the front, right? In theory.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
we're
can
in the
get
same
to.
session though.
Good.
You're gonna need to get. I mean, do you want to spend the first part of your stint working your way up through the field, or do you want to save tire and pass everyone later? And
I will
So
fuel
what-
save early on, and presumably save tire too.
So here's the thing. What should I set the right encoder to? Because like while brake bias seems like the logical choice, it's like I don't really use it that often. Like,
I
use
would
it less than you do.
I would change.
But then
so
I could do it.
I mean, weight jacker is obviously very important,
I have that.
but then on road course you don't need that. So and annoyingly you can't change, like, you know, you can't have custom for each discipline. But I would say
You know what,
to
I'll put
change
it
it
in
from,
last split was insane.
I would say like weight jacker on oval, and then perhaps brake bias, or do you have engine
Like
map?
an IRL
Is that on the other one?
I do.
Or
Yeah,
IRL
it's on the
finish.
other.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
obviously
what
that's good to
I
have.
think what I'll do is I set the left one to engine map. I set the right one to brake bias, because while I might not use it often, I have weight jacker. I don't really need to change anti-roll bar that much.
Yeah, those I have on harder to reach things because they're not
Yeah, so I leave those in the black box
fair. Yeah.
because I don't need those. Really, unless I really need to, and I don't mind having the black box for that.
Yeah.
But like the brake bias makes sense because like also then you can get into per corner brake bias down the road.
Yeah, it's great on road courses. On like over the course of a long stint as well, like IndyCar, but then also stuff like, you know, endurance races.
Oh,
Adjusting that as you go is good. Also, hello Matty on YouTube. I see you're in this race as well. Good luck. Go get
I
another win.
realized
And
something-
so is Hamilton Akabuisi.
Yes.
I realized something. I realized something about the IndyCar though.
Yes.
It does not show you the brake bias
On the dash?
in the car. Yeah.
Can you change pages in this car? I don't know.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
There are 2 pages.
It's not on any of them?
I don't think so.
Weird.
That's why I have my screen. It shows up on my screen on my physical wheel when I make changes like that.
Oh, my VJoy does not work. Oh no.
Oh.
Let me it's fine.
Oops.
Just what is the current brake bias for you, Reska?
Well, Frankie, what do you normally use?
50. Well, on this track, I use 54.9.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
show
would
it.
recommend 55.2 though.
Okay,
Just
so
to be
I do
safe.
see it is on
Oh,
on
yeah.
the other page. So what I will do is I will probably map the page to probably the left switch. And then have that be the okay. That's actually a lot. Makes a lot
That's
more
the page I
sense.
typically use anyways. I think, right? No?
I don't know. I can't see your screen anyway. Good settings anyway.
All right. What am I supposed to get this oil temp up to again? Like
What was it, 121?
121 Celsius.
Do I have... No. Let's load this. And get us
that's
right.
all
I'm going to
right.
run ads now because I am not qualifying. Thank you, Asa.
I should also run ads because this is boring.
And I was going to open Sam's Dash. I need to sort this out better than I've got it. Because I am now like resizing it yet again.
Oh yeah, no. I actually I have weight jackers not on my closest thumbs, but like on some that are really, really like fairly close. So like they're like in the middle right here. So it's like 3 buttons in. It's like the ones that are above the funky switch. Basically where they are in the game, realistically. But 1 up, I think. Do we know what the bars are here?
I think 6-1 is fine.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna BRB and be back in a sec.
This is the fanciest thing I've ever used.
That wheel's the fanciest thing you've ever used.
Yes.
I am glad. Cube controls make good wheels. There's a whole world of fancy wheels out there. A bigger
might
world than
actually
I
be-
expect.
You may be selling me on cube controls here, Frankie.
Yeah, I was looking at like since my CSX2, the screen is proprietary for UGT. It doesn't use SimHub. I was looking at either upgrading to the CSX3 whenever this one conks out, or another one, another wheel brand entirely. Like there's Gomez Sim Industries, which I hear is pretty good, and of course the Asher Racing McLaren wheel with the screen as well. And then there's like what's it? That P company. Oh, there's
back.
also Rexing. Hello, welcome back.
I really like the Bavarian Simtech ones.
Yes, that's also what I was looking at as well. Bavarian Simtech.
They are quite pricey,
By the
but
way, apologies if I
they're some of the
cough.
nicest. That's
You're
fine.
okay.
Man, I can't wait for the iRacing update where they like show the it's just the Amazon factory here.
Fuel before the race is over. The estimated
But
SOS
most of the other
760.
upscale wheels,
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
formula style rims are now like the
Why?
vast majority are now like 290 or 300 millimeters now. Only the Cube Control CSX is still around the 282-ish diameter, which is what I like.
Congrats on the pole, Matty. Good luck for the race. And good morning, Anna. Are you running IIS in a bit? Or are you not bothered after running the other day?
Did Hamilton Akapuisi put in a time?
No, and in fact, he's
Howdy.
even. Did he join?
Look at-
Because he's joined late because he's actually gridded behind me. Him and number 24, number 23, are gridded dead last behind even myself, despite the lower I rating.
Still waiting on 2 cars.
So he's
Oh, Anna's run. Oh, that's right. The open series SOF is today because Monday was a holiday in America.
Oh yeah. Hopefully that means none of the really fast people will show up to IIS, which will be nice. I mean, Anna not being there is a shame, but also, hey, that's one less fast person to worry about.
Map 8 lift if you're pacing.
It's nice having an encoder for that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It also makes VR even cooler, actually having a wheel that can do this shit, by the way.
Yes, it's quite tactile.
Well, yeah, like I know, like if you could have like a replica IndyCar wheel, like the one that's used in iRacing in VR, it's like it's just there.
Yes, I'm pretty sure someone sells a wheel that's like the Cosworth wheel that's in the IndyCar and in the LMP2.
Yeah. You can get a proper one.
Yes, Cosworth themselves make
Yeah.
a sim wheel that's like the actual, but that is way more expensive than
and not only is it way more expensive, because it's the real one and not designed for sim racing, it lacks buttons. It doesn't have enough. I've used that one. I would not really recommend it for sim racing unless you just want an authentic thing, which it is. Anyway, good luck.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Where'd you qualify, Ruska?
I didn't qualify.
All right.
Clear.
I started 18th or so. And it's so spread out back here because the start was pretty poor from a lot of people.
Still there at the bottom. Clear inside.
Oh my goodness.
Right
Oh,
front wing.
Outside.
oh no.
Clear outside. Car outside. Stay low. Clear.
Yeah, Liff, you're gonna have to hope for a caution here.
And people to stop driving the freaking high line.
Outside. Still there. Clear up top.
Fuel saving seems impossible because I can't keep up.
Maybe they're
Even
just
if
going.
needed.
They all seem to be like going at it map 1 then.
Just set the fastest lap. 32.
Because regardless of the mapping, it is a one-stopper, so... If people are fuel saving, they're putting it into map 2 or something. What weight tracker are y'all on?
I've just gone to 2.
Well, I'm on 10 right now because
Yeah.
New fastest lap for you. The car in P10. Just set the fastest lap. 32.772.
like it's fine until I'm in the draft. Like if I was at the lead right now, I'd be fine.
Outside. Outside clear. Just set your fastest lap of the session. The car in P17. Just set the fastest lap. 32.717.
What a surprise. Hamilton Akabuizi with the fastest lap in P17. I'm struggling. What weight jacket were people saying? It didn't sound like people were using much.
The leader just did a
Hamilton Akabuizi says +8 if you're running the low line.
still there. Hold your line. Keep digging.
Okay.
Clear.
But I would prioritize finding clean air. Also, I recommend upshifting to 6 at the end of the straights if you're in draft.
But that's not good for fuel saving.
You're in map 1.
I know. So I better use 5th gear instead of 6th, right? To get something. Not like I'm trying to pass anyway.
If it were me, I would. If it were me, I would get up to the front and then fuel save.
Ah, but I can't pass anyone.
Set your fastest lap.
It's the tires I'm worried about more than the fuel anyway. Really. And I'm trying to be nice on
Can we
them.
please just get a caution.
It's okay, Liff. It'll take them a while for to lap you.
We're approaching a lapped car, so I think we are anyway. Unless someone's got like a second breakaway.
Blanny, thank you for the
Hi,
resubscribe.
Blanny.
I'm struggling.
Car inside.
This is a Staro bus.
Keep high. Clear. Outside.
I love blocks.
Keep low. Still there. Outside clear. Car outside.
Should have slide chopped in.
Still there.
Just be wary with
Clear.
the
Car outside.
exit oversteer off of 2
Clear up top. Car outside.
if you've got like higher weight.
Yeah,
tracker.
that is not anything to worry about. I see you. Now I put someone in the wall apparently. Yeah, this thing is tight as hell.
Car 4 is up the front.
Oh, why are they so slow?
Outside.
Let's see.
Clear. That car is a lap down. The leader is running 33.685.
Oh,
Outside, clear.
You okay?
yep, just about. The person that I probably put in the wall has disconnected from the race, so enemies made count for the stream. What?
Still inside. Still there at the bottom.
It's okay. You were clear of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was not
You
even
just
any
slotted
contact.
back in line
That's what I was
aggressively.
it's not even aggressive, it's just I'm understeering like fuck.
But you were clear. So
I was clear. But that doesn't change whether they hate me or not.
I feel like I'm driving a Lotus 49 right now.
You're in the top
I hate
10.
this.
Good job. Settle in and get a rhythm.
I also don't think I turned my AC on.
in this situation, Ruska, I would upshift into 6 to catch up because I think this gap is a bit too big.
True.
If you're hitting the limiter, that is.
But soon I'm going to be just following Hamilton anyway, so. And probably everyone
This is a
behind because
nightmare.
I'm now stuck ahead of a train somehow.
Inside.
See, he had look. That's not possible, right? Oh, wreck on the back.
Caution. Yellow flag.
There's your caution, Lift. Is it a caution? Yes, there you go.
Closed right now.
You're back in it, Lift.
Carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
And I think we can make it from here with big fuel save, right? I think so.
Catched up. 1 car.
I do not know what the numbers are.
If you
Fuel.
find, natural fuel number, like the liters per lap.
Catched up. 1 car.
We catch up. Thank you.
Were you fuel saving at all, Lift, or were you?
Oh yeah, I was in map like 3 because I was like, well, if I have to do big
Catched
lifts
up, 1
anyways,
car.
but I have to go into the pits anyways, you know.
Yeah, everyone's going to be pitting.
Road is now open.
I'm going to assume that everyone is going to be map 5 until the end, fuel save to make it in one more stop.
Yeah, we'll see. Not sure how aggressive you have to be. Obviously, another caution fucks it anyway, but we'll see.
God, you guys suck at pacing.
Pit box in 10.
Luckily for you, Lift, a front wing change is within like the 7 seconds of
3,
fuel and tires, so
1. Right here.
you're not going to stay in the pits for too long.
Hello? Well, I guess I'm doing start from the back again.
Move it, move it.
Too far forward.
Yep.
Oh, all the damage is repairable too.
Yep. If it's just the front wing, then
It
yeah.
was.
You only have 1 tire depth remaining.
It's just
Yeah,
a
front
nose
wing
change.
change is real quick.
Not too bad. 12 seconds, still low, but like I can make it back up through it. Wonder what's happening on voice chat right now.
I don't know.
Like an idiot, and
I
then
can't
tell
hear
like
it
the number
'cause
2
my-
car who
it's
actually knows
going
what the
to
hell
my
he's doing to
headset,
shut up.
but
Like that's
Because of how I have it
that's
set now, it's
an
like,
attitude, I
oh,
guess.
you don't have your connection anymore. It's like, okay, that's fair, I guess.
Arctic, thank you for resubscribing. 15 months. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, sorry. I had to switch to my phone because my internet cut out because a technician came in to install a new modem.
1 lap to green.
Bottom.
Modem.
Modem.
I guess this is why Frankie gets voicemail and voicemail mixed up.
Voicemail?
I guess
Voicemail?
I guess in
Voicemail?
Canada they're the same. I guess in Canada they're the same word, huh?
Past the 22 car.
But anyway,
No,
y'all
no,
will
Sam,
have
he's
to...
saying
But
voicemail.
y'all come around and just
Yes, I said
ask.
voicemail, not voicemail.
Yeah.
Voicemail?
I mean, I'd
Voicemail?
be pretty salty if I
Voicemail?
looped it too.
Voicemail? 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 Voicemail?
I mean,
Voicemail?
did he self-spin or did he
Damn
take
it.
the wall out on a date? We don't know.
I was right behind it. And
I
he
just
felt
realized
fine.
that there's no
He didn't touch
advertisements on this
anything, he
track
just
anymore.
lost it.
You notice that?
What, even in
advertisements were
3,
you
4?
It
looking
just
at?
says, well, it just says NASCAR and the Auto Club Speedway
Is that
On the
definitely different
billboards?
now?
All of them?
for all of them. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right.
I think that's interesting. I thought they used to have say something different, but
Might have.
Right.
Go green.
I
Get
wouldn't
ready.
know. Yes, good luck.
yeah. Okay, it did. Okay.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green. The leader is running 35.587 inside.
And
Clear
yet it
inside,
still
clear
has
top
the
10.
Geico restart
Still
zone.
there.
Yeah. I bet people will be unhappy with my restart there, but it was green and the outside was open, so I fucking passed 2 cars up there.
Oh, go
No
for it.
idea what happened there.
The
Why
leader,
not?
the leader, like really was gaming the start. They were like down low before going, and then went up the track as it went green, and then everyone was stacked up
If they
from
get
there.
angry, then they should have defended the high line
Well, yeah,
on the
they
restart.
were following the leader down the track
left it open.
and leaving it open.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Stay low.
Reska, it was weird back where I was.
Yeah, I mean, you're right behind me now as well. I mean, you weren't that far
Yeah,
behind,
you
but...
jumped like how many cars left?
A lot.
All right, I guess now you can. I guess you should settle into the fuel save
Oh, good point.
if you're well within the pack.
I was too excited about that. Did I pass Hamilton Akabuizi that way, or was I already ahead? That's funny if it was him. He'd already had me again, but like, still.
Hi, Reska.
Hello.
Outside. Stay low. Still there, hold your line. Outside, clear.
Wow, they really slow up.
Well, fuel saving.
Yeah,
I hope you're in map 5.
Outside.
fuel save and
I'm
the
in
checkup
4.
going into the turn.
Still there. Outside, clear. Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Still there. Clear up top.
Are you able to make it to the end on fuel as it currently is right now?
Yes. It's quite comfortable in map 5.
Okay.
But I'll stick with it for now because then I'll just have surplus to just burn it later on. So
Good plan.
I am about a lap, 1.4 laps short. I just switched to 5. I was at 4.
Hey, Liv,
But-
do not upshift into 6 then.
Keep high.
If you're getting a huge run on someone, do not attempt to pass, just lift off and stay behind them.
Yep, I'm chilling.
Clear inside. Inside. Still inside.
1.3.
So much for a pack race, eh, Ruska?
There, inside.
well, it's only. I feel like everyone isn't in map 5 because I can't keep up.
Oh, they're definitely pushing it.
Like I am almost not okay on fuel, and I'm still in map 5 because I'm no longer needing to lift as much because it is beginning to spread out. But that's because people are running map 1. I assume.
Just remember, if it stays green, it's a very long tire stint, so
Yeah, that's
tire
why
wear
I'm
will make
trying
the
to-
difference at the end.
Still there.
That's the frustrating part where seemingly you're just very slow and you have no idea whether it'll actually pay off or not.
Clear inside. Car inside.
I am now saving enough.
Stay high with the car on the low
I'm now
side.
at 33.1.
Still inside.
And how gradual versus steep your on-off throttle does play a factor in the tire wear as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clear inside.
In the corners, at least. I'm not sure, abrupt lift-offs applications matter that much if you're on a straight, but in the corners.
I don't think the lead pack's got enough fuel.
Yeah, I hope not. Certainly that leader.
Definitely whoever restarted in first and maybe second too if they're swapping is going to be really tight on fuel.
The leader is running 33.428.
So I would just if it were me, I would just, as high as I would go at this stage of the race, I would just be in P5 or P4 at the highest. I don't want to get psychoed to the front and be in clean air and burn off more fuel than everyone else.
We're halfway in the race.
I'm a lap up now. I have 31 laps left of fuel, so I'm 2 laps up actually.
Save as much as you can so that you can, put it on a higher map as soon as you
Yep.
could later in the race.
Yep. I am tempted to get to P4 if I can.
The car inside.
If you're losing the low line, Cliff, put it into weight tracker 8 if you're using the low line. That is
But
what
then-
Hamilton Akabuivi recommends.
Already there.
But then you have to be careful
Okay.
with the potential oversteer on exit too.
Yeah. Especially off of 2. It gets really loose off of 2 when you've got a higher weight jacker.
Oh, someone disappeared.
Inside. Still inside.
That was a huge run by the mystery machine.
Still there at bottom. Clear. No damage. Car looks clean.
Yes, I would go Sam's suggestion with sitting behind those 3 with Matt, Hamilton, and Maddie.
I can't keep up at all. I'd like to think maybe I'll have the tire at the end, but I'm probably not keeping up because I've cooked it.
Hello, D.
Hello, D. How's it going?
The leader is running 33.484.
D, you should totally try in the old fix that Fontana.
Leader's pitting.
The next car's the leader.
Oh, they probably stayed out during the last caution.
That
Your line.
makes more sense.
Still there at bottom.
But D, does that mean if you were home, you'd try Indy Oval Fix to Fontana?
Car outside. Still there. Hold your line.
But it runs every hour.
Go low. Keep low. Clear up top.
Too much computer.
This sort of races like a next-gen car at a 1.5-mile oval.
It does not.
Inside.
Okay, I lied. I'm sorry.
Clear.
Like, it's not. I see what you mean, but the dirty air is just like,
Clear in.
obviously
Yeah,
it just doesn't
minus the
exist.
dirty air.
Yeah, the biggest factor of driving this car is simply not present in the next gen. So, but yes, overall the actual driving style here is not dissimilar to stock car actually.
I mean, you only really have to worry about one in car control, the weight jacker.
Yeah, for this particular combo.
Realistically.
Stay high. Clear.
Okay, people are starting to struggle or something because I'm back here. I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It's probably
I'm basically at like 50%. I'm at like 50% throttle.
They're either struggling with the tire wear or they're realizing they need to save a bit more.
Yeah.
So
Leader might be like mega saving because they're like especially with the previous leader pitting. No draft for the new leader.
Right now, it's just going as fast as you can, or as slow as you can fast.
Car inside.
Yeah,
Still there,
that
hold
sucked.
your line. Clear.
Setting up a sneaky move there by getting the outside before the draft went to the outside, then getting the outside line to pass that guy. Without ever leaving 5. Oh, this guy's sending it.
Still inside.
Lap down car, fresh tires, presumably.
Stay high.
You go, good sir. It's all yours.
Car is a lap down.
Please pass Lith and then wreck the field.
Leader is running 33.969.
And then hopefully we don't get caught up in that.
That car's trying to get their lap back in case another caution comes out.
Car inside. Still there at the bottom.
Hopefully they don't cause the other
Stay
caution.
high with the car on the low.
I think if they cause another caution, everyone's going to
Yeah, there's
pit
a massive
brush rubber
checkup.
anyway.
Yeah, I was almost going to pass Akabuizi, but then he ended up with a massive run on the inside. So.
There's going to be a
Unfortunate.
large checkup
Oh
for
dear.
delete.
Clear.
You okay?
Oh yeah, just what the fuck? Like Hamilton had a massive run into one, but then was like sitting still on the back straight. I'm like, how has this happened?
Exactly. And you just see me just like straight up just like, nah, I'm taking that. Akabuizi.
Outside. Still there, hold your line.
It is getting
Akabu
into the pointy end of the
easy.
race. 15 to go this
Oh
time
god,
by.
is it? Shit, when you start cranking it up? Fuck.
Probably not till the end.
When's the end?
I would say maybe like
I think I'm gonna go
10
map
to
4.
8 to go.
I'm gonna go map 4 now because I just want a little bit of something to not lose any more track position before everything kicks off. I have quite a bit of fuel in hand as it is. I think.
Yeah, 10 to go is usually the go time.
Car inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over at 10.
Still there at the
Just because some behind are like coming up, and even if they have to save at the end or
clear inside.
have no tire, I don't want to be stuck fighting them because that's just gonna kill any
And,
chance
you
they
know,
got.
10 to go is usually the danger point for cautions as well.
Yeah.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Oh.
Inside.
Alright, I'm switching over to 4th.
Clear inside.
Might consider running, getting good runs on the high line. If possible.
Oh, here we
the
go.
wreck-
If everyone else. Oh.
Car outside.
Still green, eh?
Yep.
Car inside.
Leader is weirdly getting helped by this lap car, by the way.
Inside.
Unintentionally, I don't think, but
Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside.
The Alex Fellow experience.
The leader is running 32.972.
Annoyingly, the DHL Pride car in front is running mega high, so I can't try and do that myself.
we are really losing the leader right now.
Yeah.
Inside. The car in P22 just set the fastest lap. 32.683. Keep high. Car outside. Outside is clear. Car inside. You're in 4th position. 10 to go this time by. Still there inside. Still there inside.
I forgot what full throttle feels like. Okay, I'm gonna have to go map 1 now.
You're losing
You saved enough for map 1.
Well, I don't know, but I gotta catch up.
seconds.
I'll deal with it later on if I can't make it. I'm gonna keep an eye on the number here. Yeah, I think it's probably okay. We'll see. That lap 1.98, and that was full throttle, but not all Mach 1.
And don't forget, it's still a pretty lengthy draft distance here, so 1.2, 1.3 is still okay-ish.
Yeah, 1.08 to Matty. And that means dirty air still works. Yeah, I think I'm already pretty comfortable on fuel. I probably could have cranked it up earlier.
What about you,
I should be okay. I'm running close though. Okay. I'll trust you.
God, leader's lucking out here.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. You're pulling away from the car time. The gap is 1 second. You're pulling away from the car time. The gap is 1.1 seconds. The leader just did a 33.18. Car inside. Clear. Five to go. We're in a great spot for some hardware.
Let's say the leader's lucking out. I actually look at who it is, and it's just Hamilton. It's like, yeah.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
I have returned.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I should theoretically now have the 8 gigabit per second internet, but really, in actuality, the 2.5
It'll
gigabit per
depend-
second because of
it'll
my
depend if
my motherboard.
It'll depend on if they've provisioned it yet.
Don't panic if you don't have it. Oh, there's a wrecker in one.
Go low.
I think he lost his front wing
Was
off
that the-
Hamilton. It wasn't the leader. Oh my god.
Single
He
Ah,
stopped.
road is closed.
Yeah.
Stop 4 car.
Because he still had
boring.
4. Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, I guess he didn't want to, like, keep going and dive to the apron.
Yeah, and it's just annoying that it happened in the first place, though, because
Yeah.
and well, Hamilton just lost his draft with, and it would have been 2 to go, and
2 to go.
like, who knows? Me and Maddie were right there. Yeah, I'd be under caution. Finish under caution.
Sorry,
now.
D. No green white checkered.
I wish. I'm fucking ready to go for the green white checker right now, but it doesn't exist. Ah. That, to be fair,
So
if
who was that?
that was the lap car that was helping the leader, well, not helping on purpose, but you know, helping the leader.
Okay.
I think I saw a front wing flying. I think they were like draft swapping with Hamilton, the leader, and I think they lost their front wing off of Hamilton's car, which lucky for Hamilton to not get fucking destroyed because there was obviously contact. But yeah, I'm there thinking, oh shit, opportunity now. He doesn't have his draft now, but no.
You two both ran an excellent race. considering Reska, you had to fulfill the start from last redeem.
Well, and Lith obviously went to the back even more
And
so.
Liv went to the back, missing a front wing at the start there. So excellent job. Top 5 for Mirai, podium for Reska.
One more lap to go.
Well, that's not over yet.
Yeah, Sora, thank you. And yeah, everyone's here, and I'm sad because
I'm sitting in the pit box, crew chiefing.
Yeah, P5 after fixing a broken wing. Yeah.
It is lucky that this is a very long track, 2 miles. If it were a 1.5 mile oval, you probably would not have stayed on the lead lap.
It was sad because even though P3 and 5 is good, it's like, damn, there was like a little bit of an opportunity there. But oh well.
We had potentially 3 laps of green flag racing to make up more.
Yeah.
And it's entirely possible that people would have run out of fuel.
Perhaps,
Maybe.
yeah. I think, like, I don't know about Matty. Matty was probably fine, but like he was also using map one to get up to Hamilton's, I assume. So maybe he wasn't. But Hamilton was draft swapping. Hamilton's probably fine. He's just so fucking good.
He's Hamilton.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna assume he was fine. But like there was just an opportunity there, especially with that lap car out of the way, obviously causing the caution. If they hadn't caused the caution, but had got out of the way in that way, then I think me and Matty would have been drafting right up to him with 2 or even 1 to go. So who knows?
It would have been a great finish, I think. I think
Yeah,
it would have been a
yeah.
great run to the finish.
And I think at the very even if we hadn't got to Hamilton, I think maybe I could have had a run at Matty.
I feel like I abused my tires too early on, so that's where my struggle was.
Yeah,
Yes, I
I
did
was
see a
surprised.
few moments, Liv, where you looked like you were understeering into the wall.
I was surprised I pulled away from so much when I got by. I was like, oh wow, I actually managed to manage this all right. Then it seems.
Yeah, you
I don't
managed
wanna
your
say
tires.
it, but
Well,
somebody
I'm
just
getting used to the
rocketed on the
new
pit road
wheel
and knocked
size.
barrels.
That's true.
But
I mean,
also think
that's a point.
You just did a
That
better job
would be in a
of
moment.
Unfamiliar
did a
wheel,
better
and you
job
just drive to
managing.
P5 from like last after the pit stop. Nice one.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Place end. Classic
Also, I have a
pit stop
fever.
time.
Hey, Maddie, I want you to hit the attenuator as fast as you can, and I'll join you.
I'm not gonna brag too much, but I'm proud of my finish. But Raska, you did great.
Leroy
You did fucking great. You were up there with Akabuizi. Akabuizi. It's such a fun name to say.
It actually is.
Akabuizi. Like usually, like people want shorter names, right? But his is just so fun to say. Whoa, people are wrecking in the pit road. What the
Wait,
fuck is
wait,
happening
what? I had a
here?
funny line when I saw he was staring.
Yeah, they were talking about that on the VC. I just heard that. Everyone drove
What'd they
into the
say?
attenuator.
Wait, there's an attenuator?
There's a pit wall, yeah.
That was good.
I went like through
Damn.
it. Oh dear.
Damn it, he'd only just mounted me as well.
Too much
Oh,
damage. We're
people.
done. Thank you, iRacing, for informing me of that. I
thought he was
appreciate
Wally,
you.
sorry.
Okay, where the fuck is my mouse? Okay, there you are. Okay, that was a
Oh,
good little
dear.
race.
Yeah, I'm glad we had that long green run there. With interesting management and everything. Shame it didn't play out right to the end, but like it was still a pretty good long run. So
Yeah, it's like still a good race, right?
yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Satisfying. I am satisfied.
That is a first. What the fuck?
What?
Reska's satisfied with the race?
I know. Nothing to complain about.
That's
All
not
went to
British.
plan.
That's not British at all.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to check something.
Oh, you weren't here for us realizing that Reska had a race that with no complaints.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, I
other
said
than
I was
and under
satisfied.
the caution, but
I mean, what's there for me to... Oh, wait, I killed someone. Fuck.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but someone believes that I killed them, most likely.
How do you know? They didn't say anything.
That always happens.
No, they didn't. No. Assume they didn't unless they say otherwise.
okay. Do I need to register for anything in the next 5 minutes?
No. The IIS is
Okay.
in 52 minutes.
That is
Okay,
a lot of
cool.
time for practice.
That is
Also,
enough time for
congrats,
me to actually
Reska. You're
practice.
nearly at 4,100 overall iRating.
Congrats,
Yes.
Reska, on beating the shit out of me.
I did not beat the shit out of you. I merely
I can't
beat
hear
you.
you, so I can't hear you
Damn
saying
it.
arguing otherwise.
Maddie was like, "Where'd you come from?"
Is it that surprising, Maddie?
Well,
Well, you did start
he
from the
said it like
back.
that.
I mean, yeah, but
You did start from the back.
I did. But that's 19th in a 24 car field, so it's not even the back. Hamilton Akabuizi started from 23rd in a 24 car field, and of course won the race.
Well, that's Hamilton
Yeah, but
Akabuizi for
That's
you.
Yes.
Hamilton Akabuizi. And in all fairness, in all true fairness, I think we could still beat him.
It could have happened at the end there, maybe. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I'd have to. Me and or Matty would have to outrace him and each other to get it. But you know, who knows? But yeah, Matty, I was just saying before you popped in. Oh boy, in those last few laps under the caution, like, god damn it, with that car wrecking, and then like we would have drafted right up to Hamilton for the end. It would have been a bit of a grandstand finish, but
I
well.
kind of wish that I would have been able to get back up to 4th, but I think I just wore my tires out earlier. I didn't save as much as Reska.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
I should
should've.
have. I should have gone to the front a little bit earlier. I had too much fuel in. I had a whole extra lap in hand, and I could have gone a little bit earlier. But overall, I managed the tires like pretty damn well because yeah, I could just pull away from everyone once I got to 3rd. So
Yeah. I am making some leftovers really fast
Nice.
too.
now
Yeah.
Detroit paint, yes, Anna. Reska
Thai
Griggs it.
peanut. I just am really happy that we were able to get back into it like this, Reska.
Yeah, I mean that's the best possible return, especially before Detroit.
Yeah. Where it's going to be
Uh-oh.
shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
I have
Take them to Detroit.
I honestly, best case scenario, I get back up above 2K and I can then stick bug that person in the SFL forums.
Why is okay? That's fine. All of my folders in Garage 61 have changed, and I don't know.
All of your folders.
Reska, no, avoid Detroit. I can't avoid it. I have to complete the IndyCar iRacing series.
Okay, wait, Detroit.
I've
Detroit
already
isn't
missed
even
some.
that awful. What are you? What are you on about?
Can't have crud in Detroit.
I've seen what Toronto's like now.
Yes, it is very clean.
Hmm.
Toronto
I don't know
has
if I'd say
street
that.
cars.
Toronto does have streetcars, but you know what else has streetcars?
Seattle, San Francisco,
No, I was gonna say Fast
Washington,
and the Furious.
D.C.
Fast and the Furious.
I'm going
Fast
to
and the
Michigan
Furious.
next week. I was confused by my own schedule because my league is at Michigan this week because they actually skipped North Wilkesboro and just moved everything a week early, which is why Charlotte was a week before Charlotte. They did Nashville last week while I was away, and then this week they're at Michigan, which is slightly confusing.
I feel like if you're gonna skip a week, you just skip the week.
I think they, yeah, but I think that yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But they end like before they have a summer break anyway. Like the season ends and they do a second season later in the year. So they're gonna have Michigan then Pocono, which I don't know if that's accurate to the schedule. I can't remember. And then they just end for the summer. They mostly follow NASCAR, but then also don't. Like we had like Chicagoland and Auto Club at the start of the season, for instance, which are obviously non-existent right now. Croydon, Nottingham, Sheffield. Do they have trams? Are there any in Mexico City? No, they fucking hate. Wait, is it Pocono? Yeah. They're actually running Pocono before Mexico City, which would just not have an equivalent. They hate road courses, that league. They only run Glen. They did Glen on Kota week, which, you know,
That's annoying.
is an upgrade, but like, I kind of want to run Kota. I had to run NIS that week.
All right, I will join your practice session here when I am done with this food.
Yeah, I'm just in a random German practice session that expires before the time of the race, so that I will definitely remember to sign up.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Remember when IndyCar was popular enough to support a race
Ah,
in both
fuck.
Detroit and Michigan International Speedway?
I mean, they can't race at Michigan anyway now.
Oh, because of NASCAR?
No, because danger. Scary big track.
No, that is not the reason. They didn't say that.
Danger Noodle.
How come they stopped racing at Auto Club, Pocono, and Michigan
Because
By the way,
only
those-
like
and all
they stopped
1.5 mile
racing- no.
ovals?
they stopped racing at Fontana because only 5,000 people showed up.
By the way, did y'all see what happened in Helldivers 2?
No, I did not.
The president of Super Earth died.
Darn.
He was killed in action while defending a base in the city with nothing but a pistol.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How can democracy be managed now?
Well, you see, they had a managed democratic vote, a managed election.
I will need a new Ethernet cable because the Ethernet cable I use is only capable of transmitting up to 1 gigabit per second.
By the way, Lith, there are some notes in the setup for this.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a whole bunch of different front ARBs for different parts of the stint. So kind of
Yeah, I'm gonna change my buttons around again because I realized I did not like where I put the pit. Well, like everyone's like, "Oh, we'll put it somewhere you won't normally reach," and I'm like, "You know
No,
where I
pit-
wouldn't normally reach? The top left, where it's easy to access."
Yeah, pit limiter needs to be in a really easy place. IMO.
What's
Yeah,
a
some
good
people-
brand for Ethernet cables?
Oh,
most of them, honestly, like really anything that's just like, because you're probably that's like a cat. If you're looking for above a gigabit, that's like Cat 7, right? Or is that Cat 6E?
7 or 8 or 6E? Yeah, I think 6E would do as well.
I don't remember. I think it's just Cat 7. Honestly.
Oh,
You don't
so
need
I
to get
don't
something
need
crazy.
I don't need a Cat 8.
Oh, it's Cat 6? Then yeah, Cat 6 should be fine. You don't need a Cat 8. God no. That is I don't even think Cat 8's real. I think that's just a fake thing.
Is it? I'm seeing Amazon listings
they
for
exist,
Cat 8.
but no one needs them. I don't know what they're really for, but they're like pretty specialized. At least in terms of
I think I
home
mean
use.
because you're also doing longer length travel. 6E is probably what you're looking for.
I need a 50-foot Ethernet cable, yes.
Then go Cat 6E. Because I think 6E, yeah, I think 6E offers better travel over long distance than 6, if I recall.
And 7?
Well, like you don't need a 7.
Okay.
we're trying to go for the lowest one that suits
You go for the
your
lowest
needs.
number that you would need. That's generally how you do computer parts. A lot of people don't do that. They
But
just go
what
big
if I
number
were
high.
future-proofing?
You don't
Not
need to.
future-proofing.
You don't need to
Okay.
future-proof Ethernet cables.
Well,
I bet-
that's what I thought when I bought this Ethernet cable 4 years ago.
Yeah, but luckily 4 years later, you can just buy a new Ethernet cable. Problem solved.
Thank
also
you.
4 years ago.
I mean, what have you? What's the speed on your current Ethernet cable? Is there an issue
1
with it anyway?
gigabit per second.
That's a lot.
So I would,
Yeah,
but it is much less than what my motherboard is capable of.
that full 2.5 gig, you know?
Yes, and I paid for 8 gigabit per second internet.
So I would argue if he wants that full 2.5. Like right now, I would only need a Cat 5 right now because I only have gigabit, and even then I don't get the full gigabit because I'm sharing with other devices that I use.
Yes, Sora, but 4 years ago I bought a Cat 6.
Well, you have a Cat 6?
So now I need a Cat 6E. E is what you're saying.
Let me see. He just got a new modem. Like today.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
does
the
that
technician
does
came in.
does that
The
new modem
technician
slash does
snuck
that
in.
new modem slash router have more than 1 gigabit Ethernet on the router?
Yeah.
Yes, because it came with the internet.
That
plan
does-
I
that doesn't
switched
mean
to.
anything.
I'm saying that's the question. I'm saying that's the question. I'm not saying that's the answer.
Yes, because
Technician assured me that it will, you know,
did
like he
he
explained to me
assure
how
you?
to get
Did he assure you
up
that
to 8 gigabit per second.
on an individual Ethernet connection from the router specifically?
Yes, he pointed out the exact router port
Okay,
that the Ethernet cable should go into to get the up to 8 gigabit per second.
fair enough then. That answers the question in full. Thank you.
That absolutely answers it. So yes, you would want a 2.5 capable.
Unless they don't know what
Ethernet
they're
cable.
talking about. Which is not completely impossible.
Unfortunately, you are correct.
It's probably fine.
So Cat 6E, you say?
You know, from now on, whatever D says I'm not a cat, I'm just gonna think not an Ethernet cable.
D is an Ethernet cable now?
D is an Ethernet cable now.
Detroit. This is the full-length iRacing IndyCar Series race. It's 70 laps to match the real Detroit race. It's not going to match the real Detroit race this weekend because they race at a different track now. But I presume it matches either the length of that or the length of the Belle Isle race when they went to Belle Isle, which is, I think, is probably the case. But they should be similar.
Yes.
It will be a 2-stop race, which I believe requires a small amount of fuel saving, and we must use the alternate green sidewall tires, which will be probably looking like red sidewall tires in any overlay that you may be looking at, and which I think I need to enable on my overlay actually.
Wait,
we have to use
Kohai,
that and the
Cat
primers.
6E isn't real? So I need Cat 7 then.
Well, it said it isn't a real standard. That doesn't mean it isn't real.
Yeah, Cat 6E was like around when like they just didn't make a new standard, so you could do 7 actually. Probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what is real?
Is 7 real?
Is it Cat 6A?
I guess see if 6E, despite being marketing, is
No,
it's not about whether they're
Cat
real or
7's
not. It's about what does Frankie need to purchase? Like,
Yes.
that's the only thing that
what
matters
do I
here.
need to purchase?
And what will do the job.
Technician told me
Oop.
a Cat 6E.
I'm gonna assume he is right if he seems to know about the router and everything.
let me see what it is. Hold on. Let's see what the difference is. Because yeah, there's Cat 6, Cat 6E, and Cat 6A. Actually, Cat 6A does apparently support up to 10 gigabits.
Is that an easily acquirable cable though?
Yeah, Cat 6E is not an actual standard. Cat 6A is. And you can get that shielded, yeah. It says that it supports 10 gigabits up to 100 feet. So
The
should be
Well, that
distance
does
I
the job.
require is 50 feet.
yeah, so that should be fine.
What 6A you're saying?
6A.
Is that something you can? Is that something you have
Yes.
available, Frankie?
Well, should be. So
Sorry, what do I need?
look up Cat 6A and see if you can buy it.
Cat 6A on Amazon.
Fuck's sake.
snagless shielded Cat6a Ethernet cable 50 feet. SSTP SFTP shielded Ethernet cable, shielded Cat6 cable, Cat6 shielded network cable in black.
See, when I hear $20 Ethernet cable, I think I will buy a slower one and live with it.
This is 23 Canadian dollars
I
on
mean,
Amazon.
yeah, to be fair with the conversion, that's not terrible.
No, that's not bad at all, Ruska. Don't lie.
Well, no, in my
As in,
opinion, an
it's a
Ethernet
good
cable should
price?
cost £1, so because it's
Oh.
a piece of copper.
Oh, Cable Matters is a good brand? Okay. That is good. I am looking for good brands.
Ruska, he said shielded.
I know, I wouldn't buy that.
Wait,
Fuck
you
that.
wouldn't buy a shielded?
I cheap out.
Yeah, he's cheap. Don't listen to Ruska. He's cheap.
What does shielded do?
Fuck all.
It's just cheap, shielded.
Like, okay,
Shielded
it's
from
more
what?
likely to, you know, probably a pretty good thing for you actually. Oh shit. Probably a good thing for you actually, because you probably have to worry about electromagnetic, whatchamacallit, more
Correct.
than I do, with your fancy wheel.
Fancy wheel in your
Make sure
and
it's
you have-
gold-plated ends. As in the ends are like colored gold.
Now get diamond encrusted ends. No,
Who
I'm
said
joking.
that?
Riley said
Riley
that.
did.
He might be joking. There are smiling faces afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's the joke. I was like about to say, I'm like, please don't confuse Frankie, guys.
I know, I regretted saying
Frankie
diamond
will
encrusted
believe you.
ends as soon as I said it.
Yes, I take a lot of things at face value, so
Yeah, so we try not to make jokes like that. So that Frankie doesn't get lost in the sauce. Which I know is a terminology for being drunk, but whatever. I'm tired.
Go right.
I would like to make that corner once today.
Well, have you considered getting gold-plated tires?
Yeah, gold sidewall compound. It's like a Mario Kart pickup. If you're
No,
like
it's
running
like back when
last,
they had,
they
like,
give
what
you
was
the
it?
gold compound, and it's
What was
fast.
that big? What was that brand that was like really, really shit that everyone always bought in like the
our
2000s?
90-degree bends in the cable, will that affect anything?
What you mean, like a tight, like pinch, like a fold?
Yeah. Not a fold per se, but like a
Nah.
90-degree.
That's fine. As
Like
long
if
as
you were like rounding this cable around, say, a bookshelf or
That-
something.
that's probably fine.
It's not
yeah.
so long as that's gonna be fine. It's fine with something like this. It's not fine when it's fiber optic.
Yeah, fiber optic is the one where that's a real big deal.
Like that's what happened with that was what was happening with my VR cable. That's why I had to get a new one because it was
Oh my
developing
God.
its own 90-degree kink, and so it was awful.
I need to do homework to buy stuff.
What?
Kohai.
I mean,
Right?
I think we've decided 6A, so you don't need to do any homework.
Yeah, just get 6A.
Shielded with foiled twisted hairs.
That sounds very
okay,
nice
so Reska-
indeed.
So Reska, just for the record, for me, if I wanted to buy a 2-foot shielded Cat 6A cable, it would cost me $2.36.
See, that is what I think is reasonable.
Yes, but that is for 2 feet.
You never need more than that.
He needs 50.
If you need more than that, there's something wrong with your
And-
entire setup from
and-
the start.
Also,
It
if I want
depends.
to,
It depends.
if I
you're
want
in a
to,
big- you've seen his house. His house is big enough that yeah, okay, maybe you'd want it to be out in the main living room and then have a cable going to his room.
Yeah, but I would use power line adapters and suffer whatever loss they incur.
you didn't actually see where my modem
That is
was,
the
right?
worst. That is like both the worst decision and also like a safety hazard.
That's not a safety
What the-
hazard.
I don't think those are secure at all.
What do you mean secure?
I don't think power line adapters are that secure.
Secure in what way?
Data wise?
I mean, you'd have to, first of all, you'd have to break into my house, which is the bigger
Not
issue
necessarily.
anyway. Probably. To then plug in, like, I don't think it's worth worrying about. It's not. Well, yeah, you're probably right, but then there's a lot of things that like have issues that aren't worth worrying about because the likelihood of it being an issue.
Don't get me wrong. I have friends that I have set up with powerline adapters solely because it was literally the last option.
I feel like running
But
a
it's
cable through
literally
a
the
house
last
is.
option.
If you can properly run
is-
it like through a ceiling or something, then fair. But if we're talking like running it down a
I
hallway
would rather
through a
I would
doorway,
rather run a cable through it. No, 100%.
that's a safety hazard because it's a trip hazard.
No, because
Which
if
is
you're,
more
if
of
you're
a risk.
properly- If you're, no, because if you're properly managing it, that's the same thing.
If
that,
you
like,
properly
with,
manage it, you
with-
put it through the ceiling or through the walls.
or you cover it and you make sure that it's not a trip hazard. You know, like how they do with concerts and stages.
I mean, you wouldn't have that in the crowd for a stage, would you?
No, but you'd still make sure that the stage is not going to have trip hazards, right? So what you do is you put down like tape and other things that would like allow for like easy walk over it, like easy.
Yeah, but I'm not
making it
putting
easy to walk
tape
over
down
without
and
tripping.
shit. Like,
I
in my
would
house?
do that over. I would do that 10 times over ever doing a power line adapter.
the stages don't have to look good because it's just a stage and the floor you don't see in the performance. Your house you live in every day. I am.
Yeah, but I'd still would
Making
rather
a-
have the wire look ugly than have an insecure household.
I don't think it's insecure though.
I think that's insecure.
I think it's insecure in
need
the
to
same
get-
way. It's in the same way that having a physical book of passwords is insecure. Because yes, it is
It's not-
insecure.
The
But someone has to break
actually-
into your house to acquire it, and at that point, they've stolen your 4K TV.
No. Actually, Reska, I've actually always found that having a book is actually a more secure method.
Yeah, I agree for the reasons I just said. It's entirely.
No,
I agree.
but
with
the
you.
only time it becomes less secure though is when it becomes something where you're taking that book with you outside
Oh yeah,
of your home.
that's a disaster. That's a complete and utter disaster. Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you
Liv-
might need that because you have your phone and you need your passwords for your phone, right?
Liv, since you've seen my room, how much extra? What would you say is the length of cable from the PC on my rig to the PC that's in the corner there?
Okay.
If I were to like line it against the wall,
So were you like thinking of getting like
I was thinking of getting like two cables. One cable for
Okay.
the SimRig PC and the other cable going into
Oh,
that second
no,
PC.
See now, surely we get a switch at this point, right? We don't
That's
run two
what I'm
cables through the
saying.
house.
Yeah,
right?
if you're. Yeah, no, I'm actually like, no, you would run the one cable to a switch and then use the switch for both of the computers.
What's a switch?
That's what I
it's-
was trying to talk about the other day. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I've been needing to go to the bathroom for like the past like 5 minutes.
I will describe it in a way that is not correct, but will explain what it does in a very simple way. It will work
Is it
as
like
a splitter.
Splitter?
Yes. It will functionally, you will experience the function of a splitter. That's not how it works, but that's how it will. That's the result.
GBE switch. Let's see what that shows up on Amazon.
Just check your fastest lap of the session.
I mean, honestly, Kevin, we don't really
Does
need
this
like
have to be
descriptions
connected
in that
to
we
anything?
need the layperson description, you know. The switch, well, you need your 50-foot cable will run to the switch, and then you'd have two
Yes.
shorter Ethernet cables, one going to each PC, and any other devices you may want to use.
In that
Registration. Thank you, Anna. I might hop out of this shortly and then run on probably primaries after I join.
room. Are there any small compact ones?
Yeah, for
These
sure.
look like fairly large devices.
Well, yeah, I don't know how small you can get a 10 gigabit switch because I don't look up that. But there should be some pretty small ones.
So why is this better than just running two cables
Because,
from the bottom?
I mean, I already have an issue with running one cable, but running two cables is like double the mess, right? You now have two cables
it's
running
not
through your house.
they follow the same path.
Yeah, but now
like-
it's double the thickness.
But
it's
you
two.
didn't even notice the cable in my house. You didn't even know where the bottom was. It was that unnoticeable.
Yeah, but now there's 2. 3 if you
But
don't
it's
remove
still
the
not
other one.
moving. It's... Lift. Oh wait, lift is away. Darn it.
I mean, you can get just if you want, you can just get another cable, but. It'll probably be cheaper to just get another cable, I assume.
It would be cheaper. These are like at least $100.
Go right.
A lot of them are like $200 or more.
Yeah, the Kohai makes an interesting point actually. Would, because I'm not sure on this actually. If you would networked data go just into the switch and into the other PC for a 2 PC setup? I assume it would, right? Like it wouldn't go all the way to the router and then back. So yes, in theory, that's better for that. But
2 PC streaming? Don't I need extra stuff for 2 PC streaming as well?
well, it depends how you do it, and since you haven't decided to do that yet, it's kind of irrelevant. It will be fine either way, to be fair. Like, considering everything about your setup, I like it would be fine with 2 cables then, probably. Tell you what, if you have like 3 other racing VTubers moving into your house, you probably need some networking shit thinking about it. Cause I imagine we're gonna fucking just fucking destroy that router. A new modem. Shit. Well, that's a good time to join the session.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
pick
where
a
the
2
bottom
if I
is
switch.
placed, or where it is placed, it is a very short distance away from my room. And if you go directly underneath into the basement from there, it would also go into the other 2 bedrooms in the basement. So that's a thing people do, right? Drill holes in the floor and run a cable down
Well,
to
yeah.
the downstairs.
That's what I'm saying. If you were running cables through your house, I feel like it should be proper. Like that. Like through walls and ceilings and shit. But if you're okay with cables everywhere, then I guess it's fine.
I will just get the 1 cable for now, since I'm not actually going to plan on streaming on the other PC anytime soon.
Did your other PC have Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that will be just fine for now to use the PC. So.
Especially since I've got upgraded Wi-Fi now, right?
I mean, yeah,
Wait,
the whole
what would be
internet
the
will be
uploads?
faster. So.
Yes. So when they say 8 gigabit per second, does that also apply to the Wi-Fi or no?
Yes, but because of the nature of Wi-Fi, you will lose something because of just Wi-Fi shit. So you will naturally lose, because that's why Ethernet's better, right? Because you lose
Latency, I assume.
Well, that, but you will never get as good speed even, because you just I can't explain it right, but you are losing something through the air. That's a useless explanation, but hopefully it makes sense.
Technology is weird.
But Wi-Fi is fine. Like, it isn't as good, but depending on what you're doing, there's just no issue. Like, you wouldn't want to, like, do online gaming on a Wi-Fi connection, but even streaming to a degree is fine, I think, as long as it's not a bad Wi-Fi connection. Because, like, the latency doesn't necessarily matter for anything other than, like, gaming and similar.
How could you do that?
But it is easier to get a stable connection on Ethernet, which is why it is always better.
Anyways, what did I miss?
So it's like as big as a DualSense controller.
What is?
A 5
Switch.
port 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, I think, switch.
Yes, those are usually pretty small. Just make sure you get a good one and not like the one that I had that was shit.
I may not get one right away. That is just an option. I might just buy the one cable today.
Buy at least the one cable today so you can buy another cable tomorrow.
Believe in the cable that believes in you.
I was actually thinking that. What the fuck?
Same brain cell.
God.
Free one-day delivery.
There's something about
on-
buy a cable today so you can buy a cable tomorrow that sounds like a
Right?
inspirational Gurren Lagann quote.
Right? Believe in the cable that believes in you. God fucking damn it. I am so feeling.
Well, I need to practice quality as well. I'm in danger.
I need to actually drive a lap on the track. Oh, am I supposed to register for this now?
It is open, yes.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to race with y'all.
You don't know that?
Well, there's 44 people registered, 46 people registered.
Yeah, but all the big hitters aren't showing up. So
What's your Formula Car IR, Liv?
Like 1.9.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying I don't think I'm gonna be able to race with y'all.
I just
I'm
think
gonna be
most of
second
the
split.
most of the high people though just aren't gonna race because they will be doing, they either don't care or they'll be doing the open later because the open broadcast is later today because they didn't do it on Monday.
But what about democracy?
Democracy. Ooh. Ah, Sam, I'm glad you agree that TCRs are completely undrivable. Late run. Apparently I've been driving the Veloster. Apparently the Veloster is actually like second best car right this combo, I've heard.
Wow,
I
an
can't,
obsolete car is the second best.
I'm not sure it's that obsolete actually in IMSA, or is it? Maybe it's just the Elantra that runs. I thought they didn't have
It is only the Lancia that runs, I'm pretty sure.
Has it been that way for many years now?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
I
At
don't
least
even
it's not
know
the
if
Audi.
a Veloster's a thing anymore in real life. Like
Veloster?
as a normal car you could buy.
The Velostar, you say?
Yeah, unfortunately, this special event, despite being new and like, oh hey, finally a TCR special event, and iRacing of course have a partnership with TCR, that this is like the first thing they've done with TCR since they got that. Despite that, they have kind of forgotten about this event. They did not confirm the
weird part is
BOP
that-
on Wednesday.
No, they keep posting about it. That's the worst part. They actually do keep advertising it.
Well, the social team has remembered the event, but the competition team, if you can say that, I'm not sure how you do it. What's really annoying though is that they put up the series and therefore forecast for the Nürburgring 24 today. Great, I can get my video out like over a week in advance if I get my ass in gear. Fantastic. Meanwhile, the BOP that was going to be confirmed on Wednesday for the Thruxton, at least before this stream started, has not been confirmed. And it's like, what? Still not, yeah. So, all it says, anyway, they were late. They were actually, like, I asked about the BOP in the thread, and I didn't get a response from staff, like, to my post. But they updated the OP, and it's like, okay, now I look like an idiot because I've asked, and then I checked the OP afterwards, and they just quietly updated it. It's like, oh, this is great. And then, so I edited my post to say, okay, I've looked, and it says this. And all it says is like, oh yeah, we're going to hopefully use the just the built-in bot. But we will confirm on Wednesday. And then, you know, as
Well, now
Sam
it's
says, it's
Wednesday,
3 hours to the race, so I think it's less than that, isn't it? It's like, yeah, no, that's
So no bop.
2 or 3 hours, right? Yeah, I assume it's no
No
bop.
bop.
Yeah, I assume it's no bop. But it would be,
dumb.
if they add bop now, that's really dumb. Like they have to not add Bop now, but I'm also annoyed that they haven't confirmed that. Oh shit. Or at least said they. Like maybe they confirmed it internally and then just didn't say.
Okay, Raska, which one do I use?
There is only one setup.
Okay, and then there's
Is
notes.
it the Apex setup?
Yes, there is Open and IndyCar iRacing series, but they are labeled
Okay,
as
I'm
such.
going to.
I
okay.
apologize for not getting a P1 dock setup for
It is
you
okay.
two.
I will never
I am
ask
gonna
for
be
that,
honest,
especially if
I'm
you're
gonna
not
be
driving.
honest. This looks complex.
What, Detroit?
Oh, I haven't.
Okay, so it's.
Oh wow. Okay, I just noticed something. I lifted off I braked and like, I had 10 to 15%
first
throttle.
off-
Like not even like spiking, just constant. That's worse than my. That's
Uh-oh,
worse-
you're having a
that's
mechanic.
worse than
You have
my-
a stuck throttle.
Kinda. I noticed the other day. I noticed it
No.
like, oh hey, I'm beginning to get a little bit of. Oh, this is actually this is okay. This is trouble, sort of region of issue here.
You can't fix it.
I hope so. I got 16 minutes, and there goes my quality practice probably. I cannot drive the primes like straight up. I do not last more than one lap, and I haven't practiced quality, and now my throttle pedal is sticking.
Okay. Well, that's not good. I know that's an obvious statement, but.
Yes. Right. Let me
All right, I'm gonna move this to.
look at that. It just stays. Wait, is it my sock? That would be funny, but annoying.
That would be really funny.
It might actually be to do with my sock. Hang on. What the fuck is this? Yeah, okay. Well, okay, do I
That's really dumb.
So what it is, like this has
I
happened.
hate it.
This has happened before, but like it's never been an issue, or maybe it has. I don't think it has, but my sock is getting stuck. Like when the pedal comes back up, the gap created by it moving back closes and pinches my sock in it. And then
That's hilarious.
but I don't know why, but the result is like 10, 15, maybe even more % throttle, and it's like that's not.
Consider using shoes or really tight socks.
Well, yeah, I have socks that are tighter I could use. I might change. This stupid.
This is why I use thigh highs.
Those are fundamentally socks.
That is much nicer. Okay. Much nicer. Mic check.
I.
Okay. All right, what other buttons do I need to map? Oh, right, ARBs. Okay.
I am back
I.
Welcome back.
with alternate socks. I've switched strategy. I've switched compound. I can still trigger it with this sock, but at least I know it now. I just need to make sure I don't put my heel in that specific spot. Ah. ARBDs, more like ARDs.
A-R-D.
Are you doing this race, by the way, Sam? I know it is not.
Car stopped ahead.
I see Riley in here. He might be doing it. I'm going to assume Matty is off running another auto club. You're doing tomorrow? Fair. I will be thruxtoning tomorrow, because despite my complaints about TCRs, I am running that race. I'm running it with D in the Veloster.
I think
What's
I got
the
everything I
what
need.
paint scheme are you running for that?
We will be running D's Bubble Buddy livery,
Ah, Bubble Buddy.
which is not the SpongeBob Bubble Buddy.
I was about to ask.
It is D's fictional boba tea brand.
Fine, no damage to
So
report.
what is
Bubble
it's
Buddy.
4 ARB for the first 5 laps, then 5 for
Yeah,
the
then
next 10, and then 6.
yes, although on the primary you stay on 5, and it's well
Okay.
between 5 and 7 you move to 5.
Okay.
Oh my god, is this
Not
high
gonna
wind
practice
again?
For qualifying. Looks like it.
Not as bad as
What was that?
yesterday, but kind of high wind, which is not fun.
Yes.
The first and last turns are like sometimes
catch you
just yeah, it
Your
basically
big
just,
rear wing.
yeah, it really picks it up. I've never felt it so obvious than this week.
How many kph is the wind?
33. We had as much as 50, I think, yesterday. Me and Sam in practice.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Of course, I immediately wreck into the back of someone.
Ooh.
Wait, was that Riley I just hit?
If it was Peter Enser, then yes.
I don't have the thing up to see.
Okay. If it was a teal and
It
purple
was
car.
Riley, yes. It was. Still getting used to the wheel.
Car stopped on the right.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, do you just keep it at the base do you just keep it at the base brake bias?
I have not changed that, but if you're getting lockups, then you should just change that.
Yeah, it feels like
The brakes here are the least of my issues, so I haven't even thought about changing that.
You've got wheel damage. Your front wing is damaged. You might get understeered due to lost downforce.
I just don't know what I'm going to do on the primary stuff. I'm going to do like 2/3 of this race and then just crash, because the primaries are just genuinely undrivable.
Car on your left.
Out.
Hello, J90
Hello.
Orban.
Clear on the left.
I have returned with the Dairy Queen. I see you were on track just ahead of me. I couldn't keep up. I'm too washed. There's a moving chicane on track. Hope they're not talking about me. I think I was too much of a menace.
They're talking about Milka Duno, a former IndyCar driver. She, I'm pretty sure, is a marine biologist now.
Like
So
jokes
Reska,
are
there's like 70 people registered.
Yeah, but if all of them are 1.5k, you're fine.
True.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't know how many like people above you will necessarily sign up. You're right that it's probably not super likely, but I think it's more likely than any other road week we've had so far. Were we together at Barber? We weren't, were we?
Yes. Yeah, no, we weren't. We were not. No.
Okay.
We were in different races.
I feel like this is more likely than Barber. But I can't remember how far apart we were there.
I am realizing something. This car bounces way more than other cars at Detroit.
It's very stiff car at the best of times. Like I think like this car is nowhere near as bad at Long Beach than here, but I have a comparison
Detroit
there.
is really bumpy.
Yeah, but
Yes.
what I'm trying to say is that the W13 rides nicer at Long Beach than the IndyCar. So I imagine it's the case here too.
This feels like Toronto roads.
It feels like a Dodge Durango.
No, I'm not joking. I have more luck with this car at fucking Sebring.
Yeah, no, this is worse for sure.
I hate this. I actually physically hate this. I don't know if I should race this.
It took me about 3+ hours to get to a point where I wasn't dying on one of the two compounds. The other compound I have not solved.
Oh, it's Reska.
Hello.
I'll just follow Reska. Hopefully I won't wreck into the back of Reska. Rexka Kioso.
Rex Kioso.
Sir Rex
I also
Salot
need to-
Krios.
I'm gonna check if my push to pass works in the next straight.
I should do that too.
So are you
maybe.
staying in second through those?
Yeah, Sam recommends third, but I'm not sure that works in our setup. But yeah, I'm trying to stay in second. I certainly could do first, but you know, it becomes trickier. The third does feel like safe. I just feel like it bogs down too much. Maybe it's fine. Like I haven't properly compared, but
High wall.
yeah, that corner sucks.
I'm noticing. I haven't made it by it yet. Wheel is great. I love this. This actually feels really cool. I'm really excited for this. I hate this fucking track.
No damage. Car looks clean.
What's
I
the
might
good
actually
time
try.
right there?
Sam, you said you had a setup. I might try your setup.
New fast flat for you.
What did you ask, Jordan?
What's a good lap round there?
A top split pace on the alternate tire will be a high 14, but obviously that's very hard to achieve. I'm not there, not consistently anyway.
What pace are you running now?
Okay.
I think I'm in 15s. I can get some 14s on the alternate, but it's scary. I think I'm in 15s. I just done a 16-0 on the primary, which actually seems pretty good for the primary. But you know,
I'm glad I'm not
I'm
the
kind of
only
comparing
one
myself
wrecking
to
like
the top split. Oh yeah, people are struggling here. This will be a race of attrition even in the top split. Like I think the previous time slot had like Anna might remember how many were actually on the lead lap in that race. I want to say it was no more than 5.
Anna is using the Hymo set.
What was that?
Who are you asking?
Anna
Jordan?
is using the Hymo set.
I'm also using the Hymo setup.
I do not have the high set.
I can give you the Hymo setup.
Do I use?
I think it is
It
far
is
too
it
late.
is
to
far
get
too
used to.
late to change, unfortunately.
Do I use the S or the R or the
You
E?
want to use your whole 8 months of quali? to learn a new setup.
Oh no, I have to quali. I mean, I haven't practiced quali, but I have to quali for this race.
Okay. All right, I have like 1 minute to
Whoa.
practice. Not even a minute. I have 30 seconds to 10 seconds to practice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I am going to BRB and run ads while we load in here. So BRB.
Yes, actually, I'm going to run ads too.
You're going to run ads in the VC? Damn.
We're streaming, Jordan.
I know. It was a joke.
My life is a joke.
No.
I did
This
my
wheel has-
best lap is a 1:16.3.
This wheel has the best feature ever.
Hmm? What would that be?
I can go back. Actually, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this to you. And then you. And then increment. And then decrement. Yeah, perfect.
Is a 1:16.3 any good? That's in the race setup, by the way. That's not in a quali setup.
It is good for your iRating.
I mean, is it good for me though?
I don't know.
We don't know what you do. We don't know who yous be.
What do you don't know who Eyes be? You spent a week with me. What do you mean?
I don't know who Jordan is. I've never met him in my life.
I'm back.
Hi.
Hi,
Mhm.
Reska. We have someone
Get a
named
15
Jordan
for me.
here. I don't think I've ever met him before.
I only know J90 Orban.
Ah, you are
Yeah.
both funny. I find it funny
you.
on my last final lap, somebody jumped out the way. I feel like Senna in that one Monaco quali
I don't
lap.
think I will get that low, but I will try. Unlike Reska, I did not practice.
Oh,
Are
you're
you
not-
all in separate sessions or
Probably.
splits?
Yous are not in my split.
I am the 17 car, though.
I am the 16 car.
Yeah, we are not same split, which is a shame.
Are you top split?
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't feel too confident about this race. If I
Focus
survive,
on.
I
Sam?
think I'm gonna win.
Sam, is there any weird ARB? I definitely overshot that because my knee hurt. Ow. Is
Yeah,
there
how
any
come-
weird ARBs?
How come no one shows up? Oh my god. Well, we're at 2x already.
Oh.
How come no one shows up?
How come no one shows up on Wednesday and then I see big names today? It's annoying.
Reska, you pulled the pace car thing.
Well, the thing is with this combo, Frankie, is that that is
yeah.
actually RNG on a pit lane exit. Like, you have very
Also,
little
you
control
still have
over
the
it.
Reska is BRB thing up.
Thank you.
This is push to pass, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Push to pass.
Oh yeah, Liv, you binded a push to pass, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I explicitly went out of my way to change stuff around. I've been like adopting different.
Someone in my split just said.
Okay,
"Perfect, what
yeah.
the
Actually, yeah, I see. This is weird. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. That's never happened in my life before.
That push to pass is barring the gun.
You got a slow car on the left.
I have got a podium today in a race I
Okay.
did over.
Hold on. Hold on. That was weird. That was really weird. I've never experienced that before.
I'm not qualifying this race.
Hold on.
Thank you, Matty. I'm gonna need it. Well, that wasn't a good luck wish, but still, the vibe was there. Let's try and go up.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, that's why that works that way. Okay. Right. Okay.
Wait, is this?
Please tell me you fit. Actually, I need to turn it the other way for a second, just so I can get that around. There we go. Okay. Well, that was fun. I've never had a wheel do that before.
Oh my god.
Less, maybe. These close. Not slightly less. You close, please. Jesus. Well, that was fun.
I shall be
So,
over.
while I was taking a corner.
Deafened for the quality lap yet?
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
This is gonna be a bit of a banker lap. Probably just won't be very good. But the second lap should be faster anyway, because I think the tires will come into their own. Oh, so I'm just gonna try and set something here. Even if it's shit. So that there's something on the board. That was almost a 0x.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
That's so early. This is a proper cruising lap.
One more lap. You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
The cautious aim of the lap, but it's an improvement.
There's the checkered flag.
Okay, one position. What? There's 7 tenths between me and 2 positions behind me? Okay. 10 behind O'Hay and Alex. Yeah, that's probably about right. But no practice, I can take that. I think with practice, maybe I would have got ahead of both of them. Because it's only, I need a tenth, yeah, a tenth to get both of them. I feel like, yeah, with more confidence, there's a tenth there, but...
I'm actually getting upset. I'm not getting a qualifying lap in.
Did you get 0x?
No, I just slammed into a wall.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yep, I keep entering it way too narrow. I'm not good at Detroit. I've only done it like really like 5 times, 6 times, maybe 20 times, maybe.
A lot
But in like
of the corners are like, especially sector, like the first half of the track, you want to like go in slower than you think and just kind of power out, like late turn in and early power. I know that sounds kind of obvious, but it's easy to not, and it feels so much better when you do that than not doing that. That's what I've found so far.
yeah.
Bell Isley.
Bell Isle. I mean, considering a pace car spun here, I'm not too frustrated, you know?
Pig feels.
Y'all remember that, right?
Sorry, what?
Y'all remember the pace car spinning here, right?
Yes, Frankie already told me that I did it because I did it in the practice
At the
session.
exact same spot.
Yes, I can see why they did it, because fuck that bump.
Yes, that is a very nasty bump.
I will say this: the Hymo setup, while I'm not sure how it compares to the Apex in terms of speed, does feel like it wants to kill me less.
That's good.
Let's just remember to load the race setups for everybody. Reload your race setups.
Yep.
Race setups, everybody. I'm not looking forward to this.
Guess the margin of pole in split 1.
0.8.
Okay, it's less than that.
0.3.
It is more than that.
0.56.
That's pretty much there. I think it's just under 0.5.
What strategy are you guys doing?
0.49.
I am doing alt prime, and one of those stints has to be 24 laps, the others are 23. It might not need much fuel saving, maybe just a little bit. Depending on your pace, maybe it doesn't need any. And then
I'm swerving you.
well,
The alts
yeah.
are the preferred tires, I presume.
Yes. So I'm going to hopefully do 23 on the first stint, because it'll have the formation bit as well. And then 24 laps on the second stint on the alts, and then 23 or less if I get lapped, which is likely, to the end. Yeah, that's the
I think I'll do alts because I'm gonna pit start because I'm.
yeah. Well,
I
as I
really
say,
don't want to take the start.
alt prime is what I said, so that is matching that. But you still need to change the compound at some point. You have to use both compounds, of course.
Yeah, I might change the second alt for primary, then finish on alts. See how that works for me.
To a new tire compound during the race, or else we'll be disqualified.
So we don't
Good
have
luck.
actual
It
alts.
is a full distance race. Expect a lot of attrition.
Yes.
Track is narrow, walls are all around, so be aware.
You always
Be
have to be
aware of
alert
stopped
on a street
vehicles.
circuit.
Yes. Be
I don't wanna.
I have a meme of that as well.
Yes.
You have to
But
be
that-
alert on a street circuit.
I don't want to be.
Oh, this is where it starts the formation lap. Oh, that's devious.
I mean, that's earlier than before. I swear last time I did this, you started after this little Mickey Mouse infield section, after the Continental Bridge.
It's not
that's
an
interesting.
infield. It's just going around a fountain.
I know, but I just, you know what I mean when I say that.
Why can't we go through the fountain?
Right, good luck all.
Good luck.
Good luck. Fingers crossed we all survive this.
Yep.
I will not.
About to go green. Stay focused.
This car has safety cars, isn't
Pace
it?
car is off. Be ready.
No,
No.
Oh, shit.
Green flag. Green
only
flag.
ovals.
Well, so I'm not going to see any Corvettes crashing. Make sure I don't put the weight jack on. Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, that's good.
Right side. Clear. There's an incident behind. Colour's fine. No damage to report.
Ah.
There's an incident ahead. Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
I'm already out.
And hold the reset
Same.
button and we'll come and get you.
Wait, you already crashed?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on my roof.
That's going to be difficult to limp around. Considering how short the lap times are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm toast. Gone.
This is my last lap of the race probably, so I might as well finish it. Unless this fucking field comes and then I will.
I
Yeah.
had absolutely.
I think the field will come around.
We got time.
Christian Hildgaard is probably going to come around.
Yes,
anyways.
I could see him. Where is he? Come on.
So when's the next race?
It's Saturday.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have
Ah.
to slow down and give up the
Shit.
time game.
Yeah, I was absolutely silly here. I should have been sore. Oof.
I was incredibly slow. I just crashed anyway.
Well,
No rhyme or reason.
yeah, I'm gone. That's me lost the Formula license. Darn the Formula B. Tomorrow at 7. Yeah, I can't do that.
B? I mean, you could still drive this at B.
Yeah, there's nothing at A except Formula A. But even then, that's not even the populated F1 series.
I don't even race Formula 1, mate. I'll be
There
real.
you go. But you only need a C license for it anyway, is what I'm saying.
10,
Good. I can still participate in
5,
IndyCar Fridays.
Three,
Despite never being in the Sims
two.
sweat as you guys.
1. Right here. You're in the top 20.
Yeah, end of race. Cool.
Oh, Rescue, mate, you want to go to the pub?
Yeah, no amount of practice can fix that.
I will say, I find it more amusing that the one person who said they didn't think they would survive is the one who survived the longest.
I didn't say it, but I believed it. Didn't want to say it because it might make it come true. Didn't help though. Might as
On
well.
the second lap of the race, Ruska.
Yep, just rear end come around. Despite the fact that I took it easy into there and didn't really push it. I was slow. OA was catching me. There was like over a second ahead. Like I wasn't pushing at all.
I'll put my crash in the channel, the IndyCar channel. You have a giggle at my stupidity.
Too late turn in, but you can't choose when you turn in unless you're an alien. It's like the requirement is to become alien first, so that you can hit the exact mark every time, and then you can enjoy the racetrack. I just don't understand why it's so much different to last year. Like the update hasn't happened yet. Why is it? Last year was hard, but fine. This year, undrivable. Like what? Oh shit, that was a wreck. Oh man, if I had just survived that one corner, I would have passed 3 cars because they all wrecked out in front of me. Including Alex Miller, I think. Yep, same Alex. I wasn't even in the bloody wreck with anyone else, I just destroyed myself. Yeah, that's...
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you got just destroyed there, Alex, that sucks. I'm very happy I did not take out anyone. Like I had Olivia behind me. And I don't know how Olivia avoided me, actually.
Russ,
It was
you
close.
should have a look at my life, my crash.
I have no
What do you
way of
think?
seeing that.
It's in Discord.
Oh, I don't know.
There. If you think your crash is bad, look at mine. Mine was actual stupidity.
I mean, there's no way mine can be described as anything other than stupidity.
Okay, if yours is stupidity, mine is very much stupidity.
Okay.
You were just caught out, Ruska. That's all.
was
On
blind.
turn 1, lap 2. I'm better than that.
Perhaps your tires were not of too pressure.
No one's were. It's lap 2.
To your expectation.
Your tires were
Which is why I took
tiring.
it easy.
Your tires were tired.
Well, I'm gonna definitely raid into left. BRB. Right. Yeah, we're dead. So that's fun. That's 2 laps. I'm gonna have to luckily I saved the replay from Auto Club because I'm gonna have to rebrand the YouTube stream as an Auto Club stream because there wasn't any Detroit in it. But yeah, we're gonna raid Lith, who is doing better and still alive. So yep, I'm back tomorrow for Thruxton with D, which will be we're just vibing for that one. That's not going to be a try-hard race by any means, but it should be fun. So yeah, and then we'll do virtual oval at Michigan on Sunday. I'm actually looking forward to that because I think I might run well at Michigan, but I only tried it once like 2 years ago. So do I run good at Michigan? We'll find out because I have become a next-gen driver since then. So yep, right into this. I'll catch y'all later.